Hey guys, and welcome back to the Smash Brothers review session. I'm one of your hosts, Leo, and here we got JR and Shishi down here at the bottom.
Wagwan.
And today we got
What up?
Daima episode 14 review. Let's go.
Let's go.
So we're 14 episodes in. There's about a couple left. Jay, you weren't here last week, so we didn't get to hear your opinions last week. But now they're finally on the planet, and it pretty much went from where you said. You know they're gonna stop the gate, and now they open the gate in an interesting way. I never expected them to open the gate in that way, to be honest.
Yeah. It was it was typical, fam. It was so typical. Like they're gonna find a way to get to the first world anyway. So yeah, they had to find something. So they gassed my man up instead, innit?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I mean,
at
at least they try to make him relevant in some way. I mean, obviously he's had his little bits and pieces that we know about, but here now they're giving him some sort of purpose.
I mean, they've been giving him purpose since literally first
The
episode.
start.
I mean,
yeah,
true, I guess.
What I'm wondering is why they want him to have such a purpose in the story. Like, what is he going to mean for Dragon Ball after this? Or is it just Daima and then this character is going to disappear into the ethos? We don't know. I guess we'll find out in the future.
It will most likely just be for Daima because he's the only Namekian stuck on Daima. Daima? Yeah, in the Daima.
Yeah. He just seems so important to me, too important that they just leave him like that. But they could, I guess they could.
Yeah.
I mean, from Piccolo's, I know we're jumping straight into it, but from Piccolo's comment, he's too different from the current Namekians. Like the Namekians probably mutated to a particular point where their abilities aren't like his abilities. So that kind of shows that he's staying there for a particular reason.
Yeah, I mean they also call him legendary Namekian. So yeah. What you can do and why you can do what you can do, maybe we won't find out, but hopefully we do. Cause I believe we got 6 episodes left because I think it was 20 episodes for this show.
Yeah, I'm sure it's 20.
Yeah, and I think if they have a good 5 episodes after this, I think it's gonna be sweet. I mean, 6 episodes should be sweet. It should be really good. But we should get into some of the main points of this episode. Now, when they were coming through the hole, one part I was thinking about was our boy Goldie. Sorry?
Sorry, I had to do it.
No, it's calm. Goldie, when they're going through the hole, I actually thought he was going to try to steal Dragon Balls then, but I was like, okay, maybe it's too bait. Maybe he's gonna wait until the right moment.
Yeah. He can't steal the Dragon Balls. Are you mad? You got Goku, you got Vegeta, and Piccolo there. People Goku and Vegeta's powers, so there's no way he was going to teeth it.
Yeah. People have done it before when they're not looking, when Goku's not looking. It's happened before.
Yeah.
So coming down in that situation, I thought maybe he'll try to go a different route because he was the last one off the ship. He could have done it if he really wanted to, but he decided to go the route.
I had that same thought because obviously he literally just before they flew out the ship, like he had both of them in his hands before passing one of them over to my man. What's his name? Mr. Bluntman himself.
Bluntman. I don't remember his name either, but that's true.
So I mean, he's got a long term plan. Him and his employer, and I actually thought his employer would try to help him to get in to the realm. Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to get Dragon Balls. So I'm not sure why she wasn't trying bits, but I guess not.
Apparently not.
No.
Well,
in a way, I'm assuming wherever Warp Samar is, it's probably heavily guarded, and they roughly know that she's scheming, so she probably wouldn't take that risk.
It's not even roughly, is it really? They know that she's scheming. They've seen literally everything. They know her plan to a certain extent,
Majin good, Majin do. So yeah, that's true. So she's probably playing it safe in that sense as well.
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
The one thing that confuses me about all of this, right, is like she's there in the building with them.
I don't know if she has her own building.
No, it's the
that-
same design and everything. Like the windows that she looked out of, everything. It was the
In
same.
the other bit, that was the bit that it kind of confused me as well. But I remember them talking about she's got some special research lab or whatever it is. Maybe she's got some special room that only she has authorization to get into.
Yeah, there was a certain
Maybe, yeah.
angle. It looked smaller to me, so I was like, oh, maybe she's somewhere else.
Mm.
But if she was in the same place, I'm just surprised these guys haven't rolled up to her place and be like, yo, what's up? You got a Dragon
That's
Ball?
what I'm saying.
Give me
That's
the
what
Dragon
I'm
Ball.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But in that sense, they literally seen Majin beat a Tamagami, so they probably not gonna just casually roll up on her in that sense.
Yeah,
And I
that's
feel
true.
like Goma is stressing more about the Z fighters than Arinsu.
Yeah,
He's literally got a threat right at his doorstep, and he's more worried about what's far away, bruv. You know how mad that is.
Because they're the ones that beat Majin Buu.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
at this point, he's just gonna have to fold because he ain't got no one. He got
He's
this
done.
fake. He's got this fake Ginyu force, and these guys were
Yeah.
like, nah, I pee my pants because these guys beat Boo. Nah. I was laughing.
True. You might have
They
to
didn't
help
believe
me
it.
here, because I'm pretty sure we saw that captain in a previous episode. Because I was looking at this guy like, why does he look so familiar?
Yeah. No, I thought that as well, but I don't think it's the same person. I genuinely don't think it's the same. Because a lot of them do look very similar when you look at them, but like, I don't think
Yeah,
they're the
that's
same
true.
ones. I don't think it's the same one.
No,
Probably
that's
not.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah. But these guys didn't even believe that they beat Majin Buu or a Tamagami, like, because no one in the world can believe that it's possible. And this
Nah,
is
it's unheard of.
elite. This is elite. Goma's got nothing. He's done.
Yeah, it's game over, man.
I mean, there's still obviously the trump card of Goma actually being stupidly overpowered in some way or another, because we haven't seen him do anything. But he's not also shown us any reason to believe that, though.
No,
Yeah, that's true.
because I mean,
Are we
even
very
saying-
surprised?
Because we were saying this last week in last week's episode review, weren't we, Leo, that Toriyama, what he does with a lot of villains is they make them look goofy, and then even though when they look goofy, they're overpowered, like super overpowered in some way or another. So that's obviously the reason why we think that, well, me and you, Leo, think that he's gonna have some sort of crazy power somewhere or another in somehow.
But remember, I was saying the Monaco thing is not set in stone. Because Monaco was
Oh.
goofy, but he's weak as shit.
He's the only outlier, but he wasn't a bad guy though. He wasn't a bad guy.
That's true.
He wasn't
That's
a bad guy. He was supposed to be a good guy. I mean, he was a good guy because he was on the side of the good guys. You know what I'm saying? But all the evil villains that looks like goofy in some way or another, they tend to have or are overpowered in some way or another. That's
I'm
the
just
trend.
thinking, if he was, he would have done something by now. Like, since day one, he's just been carrying all this time.
Yeah, for real.
I want to know what that staff does, bro. Like, man carries that thing around with him everywhere, and he is using it like a walking stick more than anything else.
That's true. I don't know. Maybe it's just aesthetic. Maybe it doesn't do anything. You know?
Maybe, yeah, that's so true. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Were there any other key moments that spoke out to you guys? We start with you,
I guess not really key moments. I don't feel like too much happened this episode. A lot more than last episode, but really and truly, all that happened this episode, when you deep it, is they went through into the first demon world through that tunnel, and they were just kind of elaborating about the tunnel a little bit. The goofy moment with Margin Q and Do and the wannabe Ginyu force in that shop, that was so stupid as well. It was funny stupid, but it was stupid. Buying chocolate and shit. I'm like, nah, these man
they ain't serious.
These men are serious, bruv. What?
But I gotta give it to them. I always like villains and good guys. But I always like if they're villains, at least they're looking after other villains. Like, these guys are villains, but at least they were looking after Boo and Q. They didn't even know who they are. That, yo, let's buy some chocolate. You get strong like us one day.
The thing is,
You saying that, yeah?
Yeah.
Are they villains?
Yeah,
When you
that's what I was just
really
gonna
think
say,
about
yeah.
it,
Those
are
guys,
they really villains?
we don't know what they are. They're just high muscle.
You gotta
mean-
think about it, yeah. They are the elite squad of the wherever the men are called, Gendra, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're basically just the
Police.
in the Daima. So are they really villains?
I mean,
No,
yeah,
in that
they still
sense,
are.
no.
They actually still
Oh
are
yeah, they still are. They still are.
because even in that world, like they're basically tyrants to a certain extent because they go around literally forcing the people that live there in all the I think it's mainly in the third world, but forcing them to take money off of them. Do you know what I
The
mean? Like
life.
it's like a yeah. Oh,
Look,
their life. Yeah, yeah,
I'm playing devil's advocate now, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Taking
what
people's lives is definitely. I'm joking. Go,
Definitely,
go.
yeah, yeah. It definitely
like
is.
what you're saying, 100% agree. But
Mm.
I'm just playing devil's advocate right now because again, they're just the enforcers, and that village just has to pay their tax. If you can't pay your tax, you have to pay with your life instead. That's the
Yeah.
price you pay. So it's
Yeah.
like in this world, like don't pay your taxes and see what happens.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I guess
You
maybe
know
it's
what I
just
mean?
demon
It's
world
just
politics. It's just what they do.
Yeah. They're
yeah,
just
yeah. It's just
they're just
the
they're the soldiers, isn't it? They're not really. It's not like they made the rule and then they're implementing it. They just the rule was given to them and they're just like doing their job, I guess.
yeah, they're just taking orders. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, are they really the villains?
I mean,
Are they
still,
just
I'm still gonna say,
enforcers?
I'm still gonna say yes because also, even if they are like, for example, like them obviously taking the tax, right? Yeah, they can
Hmm.
take the tax, but they do it in such a way where it's so unnecessary. Like they literally like just beat the shit out of people for no reason as well. Like we've seen it in earlier episodes them
Yeah.
doing that when we first met Pansy. Like that's when we saw it happening.
Nah,
And
nah, that's true. That's true. That's
the
true.
world
Yeah.
obviously has a class system, so they treat the people
Yeah,
in the lowest third world the worst. So
yeah.
even if it is
It's
law, it's like, why is the only law for the third world and not for the rest? It's just because of the class system
it's
they're in.
it's it's it's
Don't
it's
it
so
sound?
funny because it just sounds like real life.
That's literally what I was
Yeah,
about
That's
to say.
that's why I'm
L-
like, are they really the
yeah,
villains? I feel
but
like
what?
l-
Goma has that villain mentality and implements these like, laws, if you like, that the soldiers just have to follow because they just have to take their order in it, or else
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. I'm just trying to play a little bit of devil's advocate. Like, are they really villains or are they just
Still
no,
saying yeah.
doing their job, taking
I'm
I
still
feel you.
saying
orders?
yeah.
I
I'm
feel you.
still
I
You
saying
know,
feel
yeah.
you.
Still
but
saying
that's
Let,
yeah.
my case anyway.
no, that's good. Let's move on to other parts. Shibs, was there anything else that spoke out to you? Because yeah, I guess JL was right. There wasn't too much like moving forward in the story and stuff. This is just pretty much getting to the next world, setting up for the next couple episodes. I mean, as soon as they land, they're getting shot up. Like, so I'm hoping
Yeah.
next episode is literally gonna go crazy. The things are gonna things are gonna happen. I don't know what they're gonna have to actually fight three Z fighters who are literally OP, like crazy
Yeah.
OP in this world. Let's to see.
For real. For real.
Only thing, well, two things. The first one, this is the funny one, the funny point more so. So you know when they actually arrived into the first demon world and they're now obviously flying, right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
Mm.
then you know when like the whole Gendamari flipping force that are there notice them, right? Yeah, and they start shooting. The first thing I thought of was just the in Star Wars, bruv.
And
How
it's not missing.
yeah, that's the first thing I
Oh,
thought of. That's literally I was like, bro, these man's aim is terrible. There's so many of you, and you're aiming at
pew, pew, pew,
a
pew.
limited targets, and you're telling me all of you missed. Wagwan, bro.
Mad, mad.
And then the second, well, and this is more of this serious point, I guess, is um which we touched upon as well with what's his name Never. Obviously, he's the one who like so me and my thoughts on Neville was bro, there's something fishy about him, and he's gonna do something that's gonna screw up the Z fighters in some way or another, right? But the more you sort of learn about him, um, I think he's more of a good guy, and I don't know if you guys would agree with me on that, because everything he's done sort of was more, and I don't mean just in Daima, but I mean previously from the start of Daima. Everything he sort of did was to protect the Namekians and more, nothing else really.
Well, the
Like
question is then.
even the what's it called? The what are they called? The beings that protected the Dragon Balls.
Oh, Tamagami.
Yeah. So even them, he created them to protect the Dragon Balls because people are coming to the second world and attacking the Namekians to try and get the Dragon Balls. So he even just did something like that to protect his own people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, which is that story was interesting to hear. That's why they locked off the worlds as well. But I guess
Yeah.
it comes back to the first episode. Then why was he helping Goma in the first place? We haven't really seen much of why he did that.
Yeah. And
Um,
that's why I was saying like the more I see him and find out about like the reasoning behind his actions, it's making me think he's a good guy. But it's that start from the start we thought he was just going to be a bad guy anyway. So that's why I'm like in a bit of a limbo situation where I don't know where I would categorize him.
yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think it's just a mystery guy. I think he wants
Yeah.
to see them get the Dragon Balls and make a wish. But that first interaction, I just can't shake it off. Why did he help
Yeah.
Goma? Like,
Yeah.
we haven't seen anything in the 15 episodes to give him a reason to help him. Honestly.
I mean, he seems like a really easygoing guy, so he might have just done it because he was like, "Fuck it, why not?"
Yeah, he might have been bored, fam. He might have
Yeah,
been there for
you know what I
so
mean?
long. And Gomez, you gotta remember, like, whether we like it or not, Gomez the supreme leader in the Daima.
He's
So
the king, bro. He's the king.
it's probably whatever he says, it goes.
Mm,
Like, what's the other option?
yeah,
Yeah. I
What's
would
the
have
real
liked.
other option?
and
Sorry, go on.
yeah. No, all I was gonna say was at the time he did seem like seemed like a loyal person, but now obviously after seeing everything else that he's done, it seems more like he will do what he thinks is best, I guess, to a certain extent.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
And I guess in that situation, the best thing was to cure his boredom because man was bored. Man
Yeah,
was bored
yeah,
of old Namek. He needed something new.
bro. The only
yeah.
Namekian left in the demon world, so you know.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
I guess maybe.
that could be a reason for why he's like kind of switching up now. Now someone's in a Daima and it's like, yo, these man can murk anyone. So yeah, let's fuck around. Let's see what happens.
Plus,
Fuck
Fuck
around and
around
find
and
maybe
out.
find out.
yeah,
Yeah,
and plus also he's finally seen another Namekian in so long.
Yeah, facts.
So that might be another reason why that he might even change his mind because he's probably thinking like, oh damn, there's so many other Namekians that are on another completely separate planet. Like I might be able to go and join them even. Like
maybe.
you never know. I'm not saying that's definitely what's gonna happen, but that could be that genuinely could be a reason why now
Yeah.
he's helping them out instead
Yeah,
of
that's fair.
going against them.
I hope by the end of Daima we get some answers for that because I think it would be nice so we can just
Yeah,
clear it up
I would.
and see where they want to go in the future because it's obvious they want to do something in the future relating to Daima. The fact
Yeah.
they talked about the Supreme Kais, the other universes, it's obvious they want to do something. What they want to do, I guess we'll find out. But I do
I
want to
mean, it
wrap
would
up
be.
soon. But do you have anything
It
else you
would
wanted
be.
to say?
I just want to say that it would be nice to obviously see Never go and join the other Namekians after being in solitude for so long. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he must be itching to obviously see his brethrens. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it's been a while.
His
Yeah.
brethren, bro, his descendants. What are
Yeah,
you talking about?
Actually, it's so true. It's so true. Those are his great grandkids down there,
Yeah,
bro.
do you know what I mean,
Yeah.
bro?
We
Yeah,
don't know. We don't know how old this guy is, but
yeah. That's
let's wrap up here. Ratings. We go for Shibs. Rating out of 10.
I can't even remember what I gave last week's episode because I think it was a little
I
bit better
remember.
than last week's episode.
Bro, you
No,
said something like 7.5 or 6.5, bro.
I
I
think
was like, what?
I think it was 6.5. So I'll probably give this like a 7.
Last week episode, I was gonna give that a 4, bro. That was atrocious.
Nah, I mean, I don't even blame you for last week's episode if you gave it that, like, genuinely, like, so it makes sense.
Atrocious.
Yeah.
Wasted my time. If you forget that 4, man, I'm giving that a 2. This week's episode, I'm not even too happy about this week's episode. It was, I guess the part in the convenience store was like, yeah, that's kind of jokes. I'll give him props to that. So I'll give him a 5 for the convenience store scene.
Okay.
For me, I actually enjoyed last week's episode more than this one. For me, this was a 4.5. Not too much
Do
crazy here. Yeah, even though
you know,
last week's episode nothing really happened, I still found it interesting with the Giants.
I'm gonna
But
change
this
my
one
score for
wasn't too
actually.
much.
I'm gonna
I
change my
can't
score.
lie, this is like a tangent, but that whole giant thing kind of annoyed me because in my mind I was thinking to myself like, you got to remember like they're in the second demon world, and this is where Majin Buu was causing fucking hell, and they're making it sound
Mm,
like this particular planet had the power to do something.
and chose not to.
Yeah, they were just chilling, and I'm not sure if the tunnels, because we only got introduced about the tunnels this episode. I'm not sure if the tunnels were open when Majin Buu was causing his havoc. But if it was, then that other planet that they were saying is even more
Stronger.
stronger
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
that them. It's like, yo, what's going on? Is Majin Buu really the shit, or are they now like dumbing down that actually maybe he's not the shit? There's other beings in the Daima that is actually stronger than Majin Buu. It just kind of threw off the story for me, and it
Uh,
kind of like
yeah,
made Majin Buu a little bit less Majin Buu.
that's actually a really good point when you think about it. It's either that or Majin Buu was smart enough, even though I know like Kid Buu was probably is the Majin Buu they know. It's not the blobby one, right? I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Right?
could be. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kid Buu, even though he is pretty much like brainless and he just attacks and that's all he thinks about, really. Like he might have obviously still had enough intelligence to know, bruh, if I go to these two planets or these two worlds, sorry, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna be able to do anything, so there's no point. That could even be a
Don't know.
potential.
you
I don't
saying
know.
that? What intelligence would he have to know that he should avoid those planets?
No, that's true, but I'm just saying, like, he must been aware of like those two planets existing in that sense. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, this is what I'm trying to say. Like he needs to know with some
Mm,
form of intelligence. Like,
yeah,
but he's just rampage.
yeah. No, you're
He
right.
wouldn't
You're right.
think like, oh, let me avoid this place. He's gonna go there, start fucking destroying shit.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no, that's true.
for this, we need to go into power scalings and too much, because
Yeah.
I would actually go down another avenue and say we don't know how weakened Goku and all these guys are in their weaker forms than they are in their bigger forms. We have no idea how much.
Mm,
If
mm,
it's half, if it's by 20,000 times, 10 times, we don't know.
yeah,
So it's hard to compare how strong these guys actually are compared to Majin Buu or Goku at his max.
yeah. But that's another conversation to have.
Yeah. But ideally, at least in my head canon, I would like to think Goku is infinitely stronger when he's adult. Even Super Saiyan 3 is infinitely stronger, and Majin Buu will kick their asses. That's what I'd like to think, but I can't prove that. I can't. So,
Fair.
but that's it for me. Anything else from you, JR or Shibs? No.
Nope.
That's
Cool.
it.
Well then, guys, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for more stuff coming from your best and favorite bros here. We got more reviews, we got podcasts. Yeah, so stick tuned. Watch our shorts, moments, all of them. Anyway, we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
Peace.